Nobody is saving me. That's what you have to tell yourself. Nobody is coming to save me, so let me get my shit together. Worry about being successful and happy in real life. It's the freedom to do whatever it is that you want to do. In order to attract opportunities, in order to be blessed, you have to be willing to take a risk, and you have to be willing to start. If you don't start, you're gonna be in the same place. Like, just imagine walking down the sidewalk. If you stand at the end of the sidewalk and you just look ahead, what you think is going to happen? You're not going to magically get to the other end of the sidewalk if you don't start to move your feet. If you stay stuck in one space, you're going to end up stuck there even longer. If you make tiny little steps, you're going to get where you want to go. It's not going to be like, oh, let me just try to jump really fast to the top. That don't work like that. Nothing happens overnight. I went through some shit. I done fell out with motherfuckers. I been depressed. I done been sad. I done been angry. I done been hurt. I done been tired. I done been all that. All of it. All of those emotions, I feel those same emotions. But guess what? I keep going, because I know that if I don't keep going, nobody's going to come save me. Nobody's going to say, oh, poor little Erica, let me help her. Let me come pick her up and help her. If I don't put the work in, nobody's saving me. Point blank period. That's why I'm always completely transparent about everything that I go through and what it took for me to get there. You have to believe in yourself. You have to set your intentions. You have to remind yourself, why do I want to attract this? I want a dream home because da 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 da. I want to be successful because da 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 da. I always pray just like this: God, please bless me so I could be a blessing to others. Like, when I bless people, it make me feel so good that even if I don't get nothing in return, I don't care. I don't do stuff to gain something back. I do stuff because it makes me feel good. Now, what I will say, I don't like to feel overly used. Like, there's no way I'm going to sit and let somebody overly use me, overly take from me. If you're not pouring back into me naturally, we don't have no reason to be connecting with each other, whether you my friend, family, whoever. We have no reason. So if you have connections with people and they're not feeding you, whether it's emotionally, mentally, physically, financially, whatever it is, if they're not pouring into you the way you need to be poured into, you need to get from around them. You're not going to flourish and you're not going to thrive if you don't get out of those type of situations. There's no way that you can be blessed and you're in something that is not making you better. If you're not around people that's making you better, if you're not in a relationship with somebody who's making you better, if you're not in a family, if you're not a part of a family that makes you feel better, you just really need to get away from them. Like I said, sometimes you need to separate from people so you can get your shit together. That's just it. Me personally, I love to write everything down. Writing stuff down is like a reminder, mentally and physically. Like, physically, I can see the reminder, and mentally, since I wrote it down, I can remember myself writing that down. Once it's in your head, it's just like, it's there. So I write things down. That's my own little tip that I can give you guys. I write everything down. And another reason why I love to write things down, besides the whole memory aspect of it, I can go back and look at it. I can go back and see it. I can really like, wow, I really wrote this down. I was feeling this way. I found this journal at my mom's house. I opened it and started reading it. I said, I have to read this to y'all. December 4th, 2013. I know this is only the beginning to a successful life. Any on this planet who tell you manifesting ain't fucking real, I want you to fucking slap the anybody who tell you manifesting is not fucking real. 2013 was 10 years ago. I know it may sound so cliche when people be like, oh, I just prayed and I trusted God and baby, let me read you this, okay? It says, Dear God, I want to thank you for blessing me with life. Thank you for providing for me when no one else could. Thank you for watching over my family and blessing me with such a great one. Oh yes, thank you, God. I want to ask you to show me the way and give me the strength, not only physically, but mentally, emotionally, and financially. I just want you to bless me so I can be a blessing to others. Through you, all things are possible. It's right here. Oh my gosh. Happy living, stress-free. I plan on attending their cosmetology program in February, and I'm really excited about starting the beginning steps to my life. Beauty has always been my passion. Therefore, starting my career is so awesome, and I feel wonderful. I know this is only the beginning to a successful life. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. You can kiss my ass, because the proof is right here. The first thing that people have to do is start. If you don't start, you're not going to get anywhere. And I think that's what people fail to realize. They just think that, oh, since I wished for it, it'll happen eventually, and they're not putting the work in. Baby, that don't work. That don't go like that. That don't work like that. If you don't work, the dream don't work. If you don't work, it don't work. If you don't work, nothing matters. If you don't put the work in, it ain't gonna work. If you want a successful life, you have to put the work in. And success could be anything. Success could be running a business, getting a promotion, it's the freedom to do whatever it is that you want to do. So success does not always have to mean, and I also don't even want people to be obsessed with that, like how famous I can be or how known I can be. Like, that's not what success is. That's just like a status. Like, I don't care about the status. Like, I don't care about an image. I care about actually being happy in real life. I care about actually having money in real life. I don't care about no follower status. I don't care about nothing that social media makes people obsessed with. So please do not become obsessed with trying to be the most famous, the most popular, the most whatever. Worry about being successful and happy in real life. If you hanging around people that are not elevating or trying to elevate in their lives, unfortunately, it's going to rub off on you, and you're going to be lazy, complacent, and you're not going to get very far. Change your group of friends, or even if you don't change your group of friends, you just gotta back away for a while. Just back away for a little while so you can get your shit together. If you trying to get your shit together but you still hanging around the bullshit, you either gonna be hanging around the bullshit too much, or you're gonna be so wrapped up into whatever you're doing, so naturally you're gonna drift away from your friends for a while, or maybe forever, once you realize, like, oh, this is just not the type of people I want to be around. Whatever it is that you want to do, it can happen. It will happen. It's for you. Whatever is for you will never not be for you. Whatever is for you will always be just that. Don't never let nobody discourage you. Don't never let nobody tell you, oh, you tripping, or that's crazy, that's impossible, that's never going to happen, or whatever. If that's the type of conversations you're having with people, you need to stop talking to them, because all it's going to do is pollute your mind. All it's going to do is make you doubt yourself. All it's going to do, nothing good is going to come out of that. So always remember, if you want something, whatever is meant for you will always be yours. Absolutely nothing is impossible, especially if you're willing to put the work in, and you're willing to grind, and you're willing to do everything that it takes to get there. It's going to happen. Love you guys, and I hope you enjoyed this video. And I'll see y'all next time.